Chapter 10. Jonathan sat alone in the crowded theatre. She was sitting near the back, which surprised her. She thought for sure that she would be sitting up front since her boyfriend was one of the stars of the show. She didn't worry too much about it though. She was just happy to be there and vicariously felt Simon's nervous excitement. As the play began, she marvelled at how great it all was. It was like watching a dream. Everything was just so good and professional, though she always knew Simon was great. Even she was surprised at how impressive he actually was. He doesn't look nervous at all, she thought. It looks like he's home. After the show's last number, the crowd stood and gave a standing ovation. Because it was opening night, each actor, the director, and music director were all introduced individually and given flowers. When Simon's name was called, Jonathan noticed the distinct shrill of many girls. She couldn't help but feel a twinge of jealousy. After the crowd began to leave, Jonathan walked up front to go backstage. Her name was on the list and the security let her in. She saw Simon in the back of the room and began making her way towards him, excited to congratulate him. As she approached, she saw Dave give him a high five. Then, as suddenly as a bee sting, her heart sank as she watched beautiful Nina jump on Simon. She seemed to hug him forever. Then she kissed him right on the cheek. Jonathan was so dumbfounded that she couldn't move. Simon was all smiles. When Nina finally peeled herself off him, Jonathan approached Simon. She thought about pretending as if she didn't see what had just happened, but why was she jumping on you like that? She knows that you have a girlfriend and she knows that I'm here, doesn't she? She exploded as soon as she reached him. She simply couldn't help herself. Who? Oh, that's Nina. She was just congratulating me and everyone else. She looked a little too friendly, if you ask me. Are you sure you're just friends? I don't like the idea of you two doing that after every show. Whoa, Jonathan! Simon suddenly felt attacked for no good reason. Still, Simon felt bad. Of course he enjoyed the attention from Nina. Who wouldn't? She was beautiful and fun, but he didn't kiss her back. He didn't do anything inappropriate. Why would he? He loved Jonathan and knew that she would be coming backstage. Please, don't be mad. It was nothing. Everyone's excited because we just finished our first show. Come on, I didn't do anything. Please, Simon begged. He didn't know what else to say, and he didn't want cold water thrown on such a momentous occasion. He was just so elated just a moment ago, but now he was brought right back down. Jonathan didn't know how to reply either. It's true, she didn't see him kiss her back or anything. Still, she felt threatened and invaded, and she did not like it one bit. Simon was her boyfriend, and no respectful girl should jump on anyone's boyfriend like that. However, with all of these thoughts in her head, all she could sputter out was a simple, "I'm sorry," as she went in to hug him. All of this happened so suddenly, and Simon was still confused. His emotions had just been on a roller coaster. It's okay. Thank you. I love you. I'm so glad you were here to see the show. Me too. Jonathan felt confused too, but it felt good to be in his arms. Later that night, they went to the after-party and Simon made sure to steer clear of Nina. Even though Jonathan was acting normal and sweet while they were there, Simon knew her well enough to know that Jonathan was suppressing her hurt and confusion. He didn't want to have any arguments, and it definitely put a damper on the excitement of the entire night. He loved her and never wanted to hurt her, but he was also upset because he still wanted to feel the post-show high that he had felt before Jonathan got upset. And he knew that this would not be the last time he would hear about this from her, despite the fact that he truly hadn't done anything inappropriate with Nina and never planned to, ever. At the end of the night, Simon and Jonathan returned to his cot. Despite the emotional roller coaster, Simon wanted to continue the celebration with Jonathan and have some more romantic cot time. But Jonathan said that she was too tired. He knew what was on the back of her mind though. The seed of jealousy had been planted. When they awoke, Simon went with her to the airport. As they sat in the terminal waiting for her row of seats to be called, they held hands. Simon looked into Jonathan's pretty blue eyes. "I wish you didn't have to go." "Me either," she said as she leaned into him the best she could in those airport chairs surrounded by so many others.